Okay, everyone, life coaching tip today is on the topic of the paper doll syndrome. It has to do with boundaries. We did a video on that already, so I'm going to read a few excerpts from this book by Cindy Dale, Energetic Boundaries, How to Stay Protected and Connected in Work, Love, and Life. So let's talk about recognizing the paper doll syndrome. My client stared at me with her big brown eyes. "I can't believe it," she cried. "I met Harold again." After spending years of therapy and thousands of dollars on dating services, Katie had just suffered through a torturous evening with yet another version of the man that she had married right after high school, a deadbeat alcoholic who lied and cheated and who was more than a little like Dad. Katie was afflicted with one of the main types of energetic disturbances caused by poor energetic boundaries. I call it the paper doll syndrome because it is a reminiscent of the childhood exercise where you create a row of identical paper dolls. Kind of like, this, even though I think I broke mine when I pulled it apart. Okay, getting back to the book. Those troubled with the paper doll syndrome can't seem to break the chain of sameness that plagues at least one area of their lives. The cycle might center on addiction, activity, health challenge, or reoccurring relationships or work pattern. Those with the paper doll syndrome seem doomed to attract the same undesirable situation. In Katie's case, the same mean mate over and over. I can't tell you how many clients report that they are stuck going through a pattern of no matter how much therapy they go through, how many 12-step programs they attend, or how far from home they wandered. One client told me that no matter how many times he tried to date a woman different than his mother, she would show up. Once even deliberately arranged a date with a blonde because his mother was a brunette. Well, guess what? The date dyed her hair the night before and showed up to dinner as a brunette. Another client reported that no matter how hard he worked on his issues, he kept smoking marijuana. He'd quit and go through the drug treatment, and then when he was clean, the first person he'd meet back on the job or in his friendship circle would offer him the drug. He couldn't shake the sense of being cursed. His energetic boundaries simply kept blaring, "I want marijuana," to the world, and the world listened. Yet another client had been laid off from every job she's ever had, even though she usually received glowing reviews. And another had been in 14 car accidents in his lifetime. I've met clients who can't seem to quit drinking, smoking, or engaging in dangerous sexual activities no matter how many different ways they approach the problem. I've worked with others who just can't obtain a job position equal to their true gifts or talents. Others can't get out of debt no matter how much money they make, or they end up with the same type of friends no matter where they go to meet people. Yet others can't relieve themselves of chronic illness or unexplained pain. There are many factors involved in the paper doll syndrome, but at least one of them is energetic. If you relate to this syndrome, most likely difficult or traumatic occurred to trap you in a repetitive energetic pattern. Your energetic boundaries might have become so rigid that they won't open to allow in the person, opportunity, or idea or event that might interrupt the cycle. Or the original event might have created a hole or permeable section in one of your boundaries. Your boundaries are supposed to act like a bar bouncer, a huge muscle man that is supposed to throw out the riffraff and let only the classy clientele. The problem is your bouncer has mixed up instructions. He's actively recruiting anything and anyone that will keep you stuck, while at the same time he is bouncing out the good guys. Do you think you've been hurt by the paper doll syndrome? Signs can include the following. You're stuck in a repetitive pattern that won't go away or be changed no matter what you do. You are treated in negative or harmful ways by others, either universally or in specific areas of your life. You inflict negative or harmful treatment on yourself and aren't able to stop no matter how many times you get help. You feel powerless to change recurring cycles. You feel frustrated, hurt, and angry because your patterns keep you going round and around without getting anywhere, like a hamster wheel, or going around the mountain, around and around you go. Okay, that was just my own commentary. Okay, how might the paper doll syndrome play out different areas of your life? When affecting your health, it manifests in chronic or reoccurring conditions or illness. Your job or work situation, including the problems and the people, will be consistently the same no matter how you change your behavior, no matter where you work or what job duties you do. Or you feel the same way around certain people, groups, or situations, regardless of how you approach them. Active in your financial life, the syndrome can also have you making the same financial error over and over, or snared by the same money dilemma again and again. This pattern might continually challenge your financial survival or even your life. Maybe you maintain certain feelings or beliefs linked to money, or you get stuck in financial ruts, like always spending money on the same useless things while neglecting basic needs. In your relationships, you may experience the same physical, sexual trauma in every major relationship. You might be always used to your lovers, or you might flee from every good potential mate and select only unhealthy partners. Maybe your family members always betray you, or friends consistently abandon you. You might get stuck in repetitive emotional patterns, such as constantly responding to your loved ones with anger. You might repeatedly select the same type of mate, parent, or even best friend, or feel like you're reliving a relationship from another lifetime. Okay, so that goes on with a few more examples. So, 4 steps that I always tell you guys on rising above any challenges: recognize, respond, reevaluate, and rebalance. So today, let's bring awareness to recognize if you have the paper doll syndrome. And we'll make another life coaching blog video on what to do after you recognize.